In America, sometimes I think we don't see ourselves as missionaries. At least maybe I can speak for myself. I don't always see myself as a missionary. I do really love evangelism. I enjoy conversation. Um, I like to talk about a lot of different things, and my favorite thing to talk about is the gospel. I mean it genuinely. I do enjoy discussing the gospel. I enjoy discussing theology and philosophy in the Bible, particularly with people who've never been exposed to it. It's just fascinating. Not everybody can do this, and I'm very aware of it. And so it's given me several experiences that I wonder could convert to people who struggle with opportunities with people they don't know who'd like to evangelize more often. So these are maybe just a couple tips, and I'm looking to help people be strategic contextually. And what I mean by that is to take your situation and see if you can convert it into missionary work. Now, the first thing I would say, and again, not all this is going to work for everybody, and some of this might be just old hat for some of you. I don't know. But for me, I've kind of ran into these things by accident and through experience. And so I thought, well, maybe this other people haven't had these experiences. And so this could be something to pray about. But the first thing I would say is this. I don't think, I'm not saying that we should never go out of our comfort zone. We absolutely should be willing to follow God wherever He leads us. But I don't know that you're necessarily doing it right just because you're outside of your comfort zone. I've just met a lot of people, a lot of Christians who think that you're not doing evangelism right unless you're irritating somebody or making somebody mad. I just don't agree. I don't think that makes you a better evangelist. And I know they don't see it that way, but that's precisely what they're doing. They're not happy unless they've made somebody mad or unless they've been as confrontational as possible. The nature of the gospel is confrontational enough. And looking to get some kind of sensual reaction, what I mean sensual is you want to sense something going on, you want to see something. I've never needed that, and I don't think you should need that. That's just my personal opinion. I think that we should trust that the Spirit of God works through the gospel and that it is the power of God to save, and you just present it. And also, from experience and reading the scriptures, the gospel is never presented in one canned way. It seems like it's just presented, and I've mentioned this probably briefly in other videos, but I'll just say that it seems so dynamic in the way it's presented. So I don't know that we should beat ourselves up if we haven't been formulaic enough. I think that we should look into just doing the best we can do, ask God to use everything that we've given Him. All right, but two basic things. The first is this. I was at the gym the other day, and I had learned this gym hack. I've learned a few of them over the years, and one of them is the ropes that you use to do like pull downs and stuff like that. A guy said if you want to get a better, longer extension on some of these exercises, use two ropes instead of one, and thread them through so that they're both lengthy, and then you can get your arms pulled out more or pull back further with more tension left instead of going back down to the base and offering no tension. And so I've been using a few of these gym hacks for a while, and somebody came up to me, and I turned my headphones off because I have my headphones on all the time because that leads to more evangelism. I'm joking. It's still good opportunities out there, but um, this person was like, "I've never seen that before. I'd never thought of that." And I said, "Yeah, I can't take credit for it. I got it off this person on YouTube." And next thing you know, we're just talking about gym stuff. And I see this person all the time, just never had an opportunity to talk to him. And I've noticed I started recounting over the years how many people at the gym I've talked to based on gym stuff. And it's a lot. And there's been evangelism at the gym, and I haven't really had to work that hard to do it. God just kind of provides. Um, so my first is that if you have a hobby that you have genuine passion for, that you enjoy, or something like that that you really enjoy and have passion for, don't be too isolated about it if you can keep that from happening. If it's possible to do it in the company of others, particularly people who are unchurched, that could be a real right field for you, and it could be something God can easily use. So the first is try to, if you have a hobby, be as public with it as you can, because there's likely you're going to make some good friends. Number one, they'll probably enjoy kind of intricacies of that hobby. And two, like, you're one of the only people that know some of the things they know. They've actually studied it. You've studied it. You know things that a beginner doesn't know, or you can help a beginner, or whatever the case. I think God blesses those kind of efforts. The other is, at my work, I decided to start walking. And I have a 15-minute walk to my work area, a 15-minute walk back. And that's a pretty decent little walk. It's almost 2 miles. And all I can say about this is just God working. I wish I could give you the experience that I had, but there's people out there that, you just don't have time to talk. You just don't. But because I was walking out, I could always say, hey, I'm walking out tonight. Can you walk out with me and we'll talk? And out of the blue, I just, for a long time, and still to this day here and there, had this walking ministry. It was just a walking ministry. I didn't start it. It just happened. It's like I would get in a conversation. There wasn't time. We're at work. We have too much to do. And I would say, well, let's walk out. And that's 15 minutes where we have to talk and really get to the point. And so it began a walking ministry. And it was great. It's awesome. And I still do it. I try to do it this past week. I've been trying to get one going with this guy, and we just keep missing each other. But I hope it happens. And my point here is that if you don't have a hobby, that's because not all hobbies are public, right? You can always go walking. And I know that's weird, but if you go to the park and walk, you start seeing the same people. They may eventually walk with you a little bit. I know it sounds a little strange, and not everybody's comfortable doing something like that. But if you really want to be faithful in this area, if you really want to be a missionary, you might have to be deliberate about it. You might have to be a little proactive if you really want to do it. And I just think these are two areas that you could increase your opportunities, that you could see God bless. So the first one is this: make your hobby as public as you possibly can, whatever that hobby is. And the second is being a little more specific. Start walking at a place, in a public place. I think you'd be surprised at the opportunities that arise.